Guys, we're back in Free Code Camp. Basic algorithm scripting in the Bonfire section. Return largest numbers in arrays. So let's go ahead and get started. So basically what we want to do is we want to iterate through this this array, and then we want to return the largest number from the array. So instead of normally we would have one for loop iterating through array. Because there's multiple arrays in our array, it's an array of arrays. We need two for loops, and we also need to return a new array. So the first thing, you can do this. Thanks for the encouragement. We say thank you. First thing we want to do is we want to create an empty array. You can name it whatever you want. I just named mine largest array. And while we're at it, what we want to return is the largest array. We want to return our new array. Okay, so what do we want to do next? So we need to iterate through the first spot of our array. So standard for loop. So var I is equal 0, start at 0, while I is less than the array we're taking in, which is r dot length, continue on, I++. Set this all up. Good, but before we start our second for loop, what we need to do is set a baseline number, and we'll say var largest number is equal to 0. You see here all the numbers are positive, so we can set it to 0 and it should work just fine. So in our for loop, and the reason we set it here instead of outside is because we need it to reset to 0 every time it reiterates through this for loop. So let's so basically when we're running through the array of I, we're running through this, and when we're going to run through the for loop of I, when we run through our second for loop, we're going to run through each one of these. So that's the way to think about it. And now we can do our second for loop. So here we're going to say for var j, and we'll set that equal to 0. While j is less than r dot length. And then we will do j++. Cool. So what do we want to do in here? This is where we do an if statement. And we want to say if the largest number that we've kept track of is less than our current array index, so the I and then the j. So like 0, 1 would be 5. 0 would be this. Then the j of 1 would be this. So if that's true, let's reset largest number equal to it. Equal to r, I, and then j. Okay. So still inside the largest array, so we want to be in this for loop here. So you can see right here it's underlined. We want to push it into our new array. So we want to say largest array dot push, because if we were to do it in the if statement, we would do it for every value. We only want the top one from this for loop. So once it's done running through here, we run this and we add whichever the largest number. So we want to say largest array dot push, and if you don't remember what push means, push is what we use when we are trying to just add onto an array. So it just adds it onto the end. So in this case, the first one it would start at 0 when it does it. And then we return largest array, and that should be it. So you can see right here, let's check our work. So 5 is the largest here, 27, 39, and 1001. And so let's just run the test. And as always, tell everyone and their dogs that we're killing it at Free Code Camp. And submit and go on to the next challenge and see what's going on here. Oh, and as always, let's go ahead and actually head back and put in our comments. So I suggest doing this just to really understand what's going through. So create an empty array to fill later. Largest number. Placeholder to find largest number And here we set the value, and here we add largest number to new array. And then here we just set, so you can just leave that blank. So there's not too much comments right here. But as always, guys, I hope this helped, and I will see you in the next video, which, before I got distracted, it looks like it's going to be on confirm the ending. So we're looking for substrings, it looks like. So we're basically going to check a string and see if it's contained within it. So in this case, Bastion n should return true because there's an n. But we'll get to that in the next video. And this video is only about 6 minutes again, but I spent probably about 20 minutes of prep doing it beforehand. So don't necessarily be upset if you have to go and do some research, because that's all part of coding. And keep on trying hard, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, comments, questions, constructive criticism, all that's appreciated. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps me out a ton. And I appreciate all the comments that I get and all the questions I get in the comments, and I'm happy to answer them. So keep them coming, and I'll see you in the next video.